Hello, welcome back to the Tiny Chapel. This is the third and last 5-minute sermon on the Cain and Abel story. Now, in our story, as I read the text originally, I was using the Jewish Publication Society translation, which I prefer, even though it may be a little more obscure. So I'm going to read you the speech of God to Cain, and then I'm going to read you the speech of God to Cain in the Revised English Bible, so we can see a little bit of difference there, and it's interesting. After the rejection of his offering, it said Cain, this is the Jewish Publication Society Bible, that Cain was much distressed and his face fell, and the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you distressed? And why is your face fallen? Surely if you do right, there is uplift. But if you do not do right, sin couches at the door. Its urge is toward you, yet you can be its master." All right. So that's the JPS version. Now here it is in the translation provided by the Revised English Bible, which in general I really like also. The Lord said to Cain, Cain was furious and he glowered, as opposed to Cain was much distressed and his face fell. The Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why are you scowling? If you do well, you hold your head up. If not, sin is a demon crouching at the door. It will desire you and you will be mastered by it." Now, let me show you a couple of the differences here. In the REB translation, it says, "Sin is a demon crouching at the door." And in the Jewish Publication Society, it says, "Sin couches at the door." It doesn't say anything about a demon. Its urge is toward you, as opposed to it will desire you. And then lastly, the JPS says, "Yet you can be its master." And Revised English Bible says, "It will desire you and you will be mastered by it." So I think that it's interesting and more positive in the JPS version. Now, I also like better not saying sin is a demon, it's just sin, in the Pauline way of it being a kind of personified thing, and it couches at the door. You see, it's not crouching like a demon, right? It's just there sleeping. It's sleeping outside your door. If you do not do right, sin couches at the door. So you see, I think this is a wonderful lesson and warning to us from God that when if you're doing right, you make the sacrifice. Then you don't worry about whether someone else's was more valued than yours. If someone else gets an A and you get a B, don't worry, you do the best you can. You get the B and fine. And if you don't do right, if you are angry and full of jealousy, sin will couch at the door. See? So I think that's a wonderful difference for us to take here and to learn. Finally, yet you can be its master. Sin is always there. It's always there, sort of looking for you like a raging lion, but you can be its master. You have been given this power by God in the creation to be its master. Now, the other thing I just wanted to mention in our short little sermon here is, you notice how in the Bible, in the Old Testament, the brothers are so often examples of really the very worst in mankind. I mean, Cain and Abel we have here, Joseph and his brothers. Joseph is sold into slavery by his brothers. Jacob and Esau. Jacob, who is the good guy, for heaven's sakes, cheats his brother out of his inheritance. Moses and Aaron, both pretty much good guys in the story. But as soon as Moses is up on Mount Sinai, busy with God for a long time, Aaron leads the way in making the golden calf. So I think the lesson for us in that is, it is very hard, as Jesus instructs us, to love our neighbor as ourselves. It's just really, really difficult. And we can see that because it's just difficult even to love our brother as we should. To not cheat him and murder him and sell him into slavery and do him dirt, So that's an important thing. But mostly I just wanted to get at you the point that God tells Cain that before he commits the crime, that if he does not do right, sin couches at the door, and yet he can be its master. So that's a good message for today, that sin is there and it couches at our door, yet we can master sin. Thanks for visiting the Tiny Chapel. God bless you. See you next time.